Welcome back. You're watching Top Mid-Cap Picks, and a mid-cap stock that's definitely a pick for anybody who's actually been invested in it has been Camlin. That stock is up about nearly 3% from today's trade at 52.75. But over the last 1 month, the stock is up 50%. Volumes have gone up 1,200% from the monthly average, and deliveries are up 280%. That's a lot of numbers at you. So what's brewing in the company? Dilip Dandekar, the chairman and managing director of Camlin, joins us. Mr. Dandekar, thank you so much for joining us today. Of course, we've got lots and lots of questions for you. But the first question is that are any of the group entities involved in picking up stock from the market as far as Camlin is concerned? Because we've seen a substantial volume increase. Are you looking at increasing your stake in the company, sir?
No, actually, my assessment is that after the first quarter's result, we had the analyst meet, and more than 65 analysts were present during the meeting. And the presentation which was given by the Camlin team, which includes our future plan, our vision. So this could be one of the reasons that there is a good interest among the investor community. Another that the first quarter, that is April, May, June, our results are fairly accurate according to what we have planned. And in our stationery and education business, these are the indicators that the first quarter always gives the indication how the company is going to perform throughout the year.
Okay. Let's talk about the core stationery business, Mr. Dandekar. How do you see growth panning out, and what is your capacity expansion plan over here?
See, about the stationery business, especially about the education, you will find that it has a lot of relevance with the economic growth of the country. And today, if you see that how the GDP is increasing, the savings are improving, so even the parents are also giving a lot of importance on education to their children. So these are the good indicators that the stationery business has a good future in coming years. Okay. About the capacity expansion, as I mentioned, that we have set up a plant at Jammu, which is the area where these concessions are available on excise exemptions plus tax benefits. And while setting up the plant, we had taken into consideration next 3 to 5 years requirement, and accordingly the investment has been done. Investment has been planned in such a way that all the latest equipment, the capacity creation, everything has been planned so that the cost of production substantially can come down, and which will help in improving the overall performance of the company.
Okay. How much has this capacity expansion come in terms of cost, and would you be looking at raising money, Mr. Dandekar?
No, actually in the last 3 years, exactly 3 years, we have invested more than 50 crores in the capex, and this particular present investment is sufficient for next 2 to 3 years of our requirement. And now whatever the internal accruals will be there, that will help us in further modernizing and replenishment of the plant and machinery.
Okay. We've all, of course, used Camlin products at some stage of our lives, Mr. Dandekar. But now the markets are very excited about the fact that you're actually getting into education in the pre-primary level, in the kindergarten space. Take us through those plans, and by when will we see your Alpha Kids, which is your kindergarten schools?
Yeah, that is the basically we are looking for some sort of a expansion by which we can come very close to the customer. And you know, the children, when they join that particular school at the nursery level, the attachment towards the brand as well as the product which are used in the education will help us in keeping the brand equity intact with the customers right from their childhood. This is the basic concept, and also the premises which are available for the school is also used for our promotion of products and creating the art awareness among the children as well as the senior people.
So what are the plans of ramping up over there?
Yeah, actually now from one model school which was started last year, now we are set up 2 schools in Mumbai. We have, as I mentioned, the plan to have another 7 schools in next 2 years time, and that will give us the good strength in one city. And once we establish our sound sort of a setup in one city, then we'll think of further expanding into other. But our basic idea is that unless and until the confidence is not built up amongst the parents as well as the children, we don't want to go just for the sake of expansion, but create a solid foundation in the preschool.
Right, Mr. Dandekar, we leave it there. Thanks so much for joining us. That's a really buzzing stock. Camlin and the company's plans, both in terms of expansion of its core, that is the stationery products, and its education foray. Well, let's go across to Ashish Jagtiani now. Ashish, of course, Camlin was one of the stocks that your traders had also spoken of. Interesting foray out there, but how is the stack performing today?
Well, given that we're actually playing the momentum on the stock, and we've seen 50%, as you mentioned, in the last 1 month, 25-30% in the last 1 week. Turnover on Friday was the highest it's seen in a really long time, about 1 crore shares. It closed at 53. We have a target of 55 on it. It hasn't moved too much. It's still at around the 53 levels. Expectations are, it's still early trade. Expectations are that it'll go up by a couple of rupees by the end of trading. That's how we're looking at Camlin. We had a couple of other stocks out there.